The RTX 2060 was a graphics card that we once paid $300 for. What if we told you there's a whole gaming PC on Amazon for that price?
You heard that right. For the price of a graphics card, we got a whole freaking gaming PC right here, but should you buy it at home? We're about to open it up and find out. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Are you tired of your unactivated Windows install on your gaming PC? Well, today's video sponsor, GVG Mall, has you covered. GVG Mall is an online marketplace to gain access to really awesome discounted game keys, and more specifically, as we mentioned, Windows 10 licenses.
It is incredibly easy to get your Windows 10 or 11 activation key from GVG Mall. Just use code TB20 to get a special discount, and then all you have to do is take that code, put it into Windows, and boom, you have an activated Windows copy.
We have been working with GVG Mall for several years now, and we love the reliability of all the products they have to offer, so be sure to check the link in the description down below. Use code TB20 to save on your next purchase of a Windows key or other product from GVG Mall.
If you guys didn't get that segue, this does have an RTX 2060 in it, but it's a whole gaming PC.
Yes, a whole gaming PC. It's another office computer that's been upgraded, but this time it's one of the Z240 workstations from HP. We kind of go down the rabbit hole of seeing these RGB office PCs, and this is a new one we haven't seen yet, so let's see what the implementation is like.
Yeah, these things are definitely gonna be a little bit bigger than the usual Optiplexes that we're used to taking a look at. And the thing that I'm excited, and I'm almost even not excited anymore because I'm so numb to it, is they RGB'd the front. Like,
numb to the RGB.
You know, it's cool and all, guys, but I don't know, it's getting old. The real question is this from our best friends?
I think it's from Skytech Global.
It says Microsoft Refurbisher, so I'm thinking MTG or Skytech. I guess this one isn't STG. I think it might just, because this one just says Skytech USA. So I don't know if they're actually like even different at all. Where'd my knife go?
Didn't we have a video where McAllister called them once and then asked and they said, yes, same company, but I think that ended up not being true, so I don't know.
All right, so the real question is too, what kind of RTX 2060 are we gonna have, and is it real?
Yeah, and this thing does come, by the way, with 32 gigs of DDR4 memory. For some reason, a 128 gig SSD and a 3 terabyte hard drive. Very weird combo in my opinion. But yeah, it just says quad core i5.
Uh-oh.
So this could be really old.
It's DDR4 though, so
yeah.
I mean, it has to be like at least the 6500 or 6400.
That's true, it has to be at least 6th gen.
I would think. Then again though, we've seen some weird stuff here before, guys.
Oh wow, it's the same packaging. It's beautiful.
Wow. So yeah, I think we get, in typical pre-built fashion, we get probably a cheap keyboard and mouse, but this one is kind of gaming, so maybe it's, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be one of those cheap gaming, like RGB ones.
Real gamers.
I almost said mechanical, membrane. These are very membrane. You know, it's better than like just a generic HP keyboard, I guess, but it just has lights. Other than that, they perform the same. We do get a mouse that, no macros or anything. No DPI switch either, it's just a normal mouse that has RGB.
We should start collecting these.
We do. We usually just resell them at PC Bros. All right, let's get this thing out. Good packaging.
Yeah, it's good packaging. I still need to understand. So like, I see the Amazon renewed like tag in theirs, but like, I don't think these are being advertised as, you know, returns or like just refurbished systems.
It has the Microsoft refurbished thing on it.
Yeah.
Which that's funny enough this is just me totally sidetracking, but in a video that we have coming up that's kind of a similar system, we got from eBay. And for the first time I was like, you know what? It's a 2nd gen i7, kind of like old like this. I like how this puts refurb or used, right?
Yes.
That's nice. I don't like how on eBay, I realized all those sellers that are doing systems like this put new. Because it's a new build, but it's a processor from 10 years ago. I'm just like, yeah, that's not right. So, you know, props to Skytech for at least putting that somewhere that, hey, this is technically like used, you know? And then yeah, here's like our Microsoft authorized refurbisher. So they at least make it somewhat obvious that like, yeah, this is not a brand new system. And you know, most people should know that, but if you're new to this, you know, and you buy it, you might not know.
Wow, they cushioned the inside of an Office PC. That's different.
Hey, it's got a 2060 in it. We gotta keep that's really where the money's at in this whole entire build. I mean, realistically, this PC, once we look at it, we'll give you an actual price breakdown, but I would guess this PC on eBay is maybe worth a little over $100. 80 plus platinum power supply, 400 watts.
Okay.
So, not too bad. They did do this. Now, this is something that we have done this many times, so I really won't dock them for it, but it's basically like a double SATA connector that goes to a single 8-pin. it can be risky because SATA doesn't really handle a ton of amperage / wattage, and this graphics card being a 2060 and all does require a little bit of power. Now I am noticing this graphics card where it says RTX 2060 6 gig DDR5 1920 stream processor.
I think the last time we got one of these, we looked that up, and that is the amount of stream processors in a 2060. But it's just weird that it's definitely one of those aftermarket cards that we've seen a lot.
There is no branding on it whatsoever. I don't know if you can see in here, but I'm trying to move this because it's like almost hitting the fan. Yeah, no branding. So, you know, that to me probably means that this is like a refurb board or like a reused chipset. Not the end of the world. I mean, it's whatever. We did get 4 sticks of RAM, which I appreciate. And it is Samsung. It's all matching. 8 gig DIMMs at 2666. It says 2666V. I don't know what the V is. We got a stock cooler here that normally they're pretty good about thermal paste. I don't know if it's worth removing or not.
I'd probably just leave it.
Yeah, we'll just leave it so that we can actually get some accurate temp testing. But we should have an i5, but we don't know what i5. We're just assuming it's probably 6th gen. Our 120, is that a 120 gig SSD?
Yeah, so it's a 120 gig SSD and a 3 terabyte hard drive. And every single time we get these hard drives sound like they're gonna die.
Yeah, the SSD is king fast, which by the way, bottom of the barrel SSD, they do work. They are fairly fast, but they're definitely the slowest SSDs you can get, 2.5 inch. Yeah, this hard drive is over 10 years old. That does probably mean it's probably doesn't have a ton of life left, and it's going to be very slow. It might be a little bit loud just because it's been spinning its whole life. So yeah, not the greatest. Matt and I both agree. We wish these sellers I mean, it's not a bad price on paper. I just wish they would just get rid of this hard drive and just do like a 512 gig SSD. Just get rid of the hard drive, get rid of like the bad failure point and the loud noise, and just upgrade to an SSD. They're so cheap right now, guys. You can get 1 terabyte for like 23 bucks.
So let's just see what it looks like when it's turned on, because there is RGB, but the pictures don't make it look amazing. Like, it does look like just slap an RGB strip up front and just say, ooh, gamer.
In the front, we have 2 USB 3s, 2 USB 2s. We do have a separate, which this is weird how they did this. It looks like one's supposed to be mic and one is headphone, but they put a mic and a headphone. So like, is it a combo or is it different? I don't know. I'm gonna go and turn it on too so you guys can see what it looks like.
Oh, we got 2 strips, I guess.
Wow.
And it's red.
All right, let's look at the back. So in the back, we have our, let's see, PS2 ports. I think that's a Wi-Fi adapter if I had to guess, but 2 USB 2s. You're not gonna use these, but dual display port, Ethernet jack. We do have this covered, which is nice. These aren't covered, funny enough. And then we have 4 USB 3s and our separate audio jacks. And then for the graphics, or the 2060, we have a DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad in the front, actually. The RGB's kind of bright.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. It's on red right now, and I think there should be a remote somewhere in the box where you can change it to RGB. But I
am at least glad that they didn't do, here's the remote. I'm glad that they didn't do the crap, like, the thing that we're seeing, I think it's MTG mainly, which, by the way, guys, really cool mods, but just the way that they, like, go through and do all this acrylic and fanciness, like, it just feels like a waste of time. This, however, these strips are maybe, what, like $5 from China? So, like, okay, props to them for that, but the acrylic, a little much to me.
Yeah, let us know down below. If you're in the market for a $300 computer, would this be a selling point that you'd actually want to, well, buy this computer versus something else? Because I really don't see it being that big of a point. I see it more of a like, oh, it catches my eye on Amazon type deal versus just a normal office computer that someone be like, oh, well, that's not really a gaming computer.
I guess it's part of the point, you know, maybe it sucks you in, you know, because when you're scrolling through gaming, or you see office PC, office PC, office PC. Whoa, wait, what? This one has RGB. Does that mean it's gaming?
So what we're gonna go ahead and do is install some games. Most of the games are gonna have to go on that hard drive, so we'll see if it's any good, and you'll be able to hear all it's chugging if it's bad. But we'll install games on there and then see if this 2060 and whatever i5 we have. I'm gonna place bets that it's an i5 6500, probably just a quad-core processor. We'll see how bad that holds back a 2060, because rocking just a quad-core with the 2060 may be a bad experience in newer games, but we're gonna see and see if this PC is worth it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing Apex Legends, and we are currently at, give me my settings back. We're at 1920 by 1080p, max FOV, and we're on like a medium preset. So let's push this RTX 2060, and it looks like we do have a 6500. Our bets were right.
Yeah, 6500 is pretty common in these office computers. Very, very common. So performance is pretty good. Apex is a game that with the 6500, we shouldn't have any problems. It's really when we stretch into higher end games, just having a quad core is probably gonna hold us back versus the 2060, because you see right here, we're not fully utilizing the 2060. We're a bit bottlenecked by the i5, but the performance is still good. If the expectation is to play games like this, it's working.
Die. Haha, he died.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, rats.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's pissed.
They were saying once Microsoft brought back all those servers for the old Call of Duty games on Xbox 360, there were more players playing those old Call of Duty games than Battlefield 2042 and Halo combined.
Wow. That's wild.
That tells you something about gaming right now, ladies and gentlemen. Old games.
But yeah, guys, speaking of old games, this old gaming PC did pretty well in Apex. Let's try another game.
Fortnite. All right, guys, we are now in Fortnite, and we are currently running on DX11. We got NVIDIA DLSS on performance. We're running like medium high. I'm gonna drop that down to medium. And right now we're getting a bit of stutter, but we'll see what it we'll see what it ends up actually being once we land here. But it's a little aggressive, I will say so myself. We're currently using 100% of the CPU and 13% of the GPU.
Yeah, we've noticed a game like Fortnite too, like you really have to go hard with like making sure everything is up to date.
Yep.
And obviously when we get a PC like this, one of our goals is to kind of just plug it in and play it. So it definitely could have some updates that need to be done that could help smooth it out a little bit.
The latest GPU drivers are installed, but Windows updates could help.
Yeah.
Oh, the lag! Okay, well.
I think he gave up. Performance, guys.
Performance.
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. Hello. All trucks. Oh! It's fine, it's fine.
Oh, we're pulling in the castle.
It's been working hard in here.
Ugh. It's time to take what they earn.
Here they are.
It's time for you to take what is rightfully yours.
Oh, they're flanking me.
It might be a new guy, I don't know.
Oh! Ah!
Ooh.
Ah!
See, I think that was a whole new guy.
That was a whole new guy. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Show him why he shouldn't have done that. Show him why he shouldn't have done that to you. Oh, look,
he shouldn't have done that to me!
He ran out of ammo. What a loser.
What a guy.
We
Oh!
barely graduated school.
We barely graduated school and I died on a hot drop, but that's fine. I got the one kill.
You get a kill.
The Dolly Nana. So there you go. There's Fortnite. Again, with the second drop, it did perform a bit better. I would run maybe performance settings if you do get this PC. You really remove the bottleneck of the CPU. But speaking of bottleneck, we're gonna show you guys some games that'll probably be worst case scenario for this PC. And then from there, we're gonna wrap this video up and just kind of talk about the value proposition of this computer.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this around $350 Amazon gaming PC, and overall, it did pretty good. Like we said, you could do this yourself. You can buy one of these Dell, HP, Lenovo, Asus, whatever, for around, I'd say $100, and then I just bought an RTX 2060 earlier on eBay. You can get them now for around $135 with free shipping, but obviously, this is one of those 2060s that's clearly from just AliExpress or something, so they're probably buying them in bulk and getting them a lot cheaper than that even, I would think. So you could probably build a PC pretty similar to this one for about $250. So for an extra $100, I mean, it's not terrible for having a pre-built.
And considering you get a mouse, keyboard, and Wi-Fi, along with the fact that it's prime shipped to your door, I mean, that $100 markup is not bad at all. So if you want to shop around for a PC like this, check the links in the description down below. They will be affiliate links and they will help us out. Let us know what you think of this PC down below, and let us know if you would do something like this yourself at home, or would you rather just buy one from Amazon.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Want something crazy.
This PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, and we're going to be adding a 1-year warranty with it, so you get some good customer support, and if anything ever goes wrong, you know who to come to.
I was expecting him to go with that, but you know what? We're running with it. PCBros.tech. Use code ToastBros2 and check out, save 2%. Buy a mouse pad, buy a desk pad.
Look how durable! Look how durable they are.
Look at them. They're
you
so
can't
durable.
do that with yours at home.
See you guys
Go ahead,
later.
try
Goodbye.
it. I dare you. It'll break.
It'll break.